You're all leaders, right? I didn't want to be with people I didn't enjoy being around. I didn't want to have one more meeting with folks I'm like, oh God, they're coming over again. Right? I wanted people that I enjoy. So we chose a team and started investing in them. And that team now is our core leadership team. Like, it's amazing what has happened. I've seen folks go from just coming to Christ, because we put people that just got saved on that team. And I had people that's been with me for 20 years that didn't make the cut. I don't want to be harsh, but I want you to understand what I'm trying to do here. I put that team together, and we started pouring into them, mentoring them, and the whole dynamic, we started having fun in ministry again. Because when we had meetings, we were like, I can't wait. They're coming over. They're so fun. We're having such a good time. And so I think sometimes you have to kind of switch around how you're doing it and who you're choosing. So you need to be able to truly believe in them. There's no greater power or support that you can give someone to just look them in the eye and say, you know what? I believe you can do this. You've got this. You're going to lead the youth. You've never done it before. That's okay. You got this. We're going to help you. Believe in them and encourage them to achieve the impossible. Here's a big one. Don't say no for them. I think a lot of times, especially as senior leaders, we say no for people. Until we ask, you don't know the answer. We're like, oh, they're too busy. You know what? The people who get the most done at our church are the people that they're the busiest people. People sitting around, they get to enjoy sitting around. They like that too much. Call them up. I don't mean call them up. And they may need some mentoring. They need some development, but call them up. Let them know you believe in them. Here's another big one. Let them see you serve. Talking about influence, leadership influence. The best use of your time is to lose yourself in the service of others. I know you guys are doing that. You're doing that already. Listen, you are what you do, not what you say you're going to do. I found that 25 years passing the same church, people they know if you say it, you will do it. It's super important. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. I think was that Rick Warren, I think. Give him some credit. The growth and development of people, I believe, as a leader, using our influence is to use that influence to help them learn how to be influencers and leaders in their life. So powerful. To develop people, to help them grow and help them reach even higher potential. Trust your people. I'm going to say trust your people. You have to give it. You have to give trust so you can be trusted. You earn trust. And the best way to find out if you can trust somebody, trust them. Just give it to them. Give it to them. Don't be a micromanager. Give it to them and let them. You mentor them and train them, but give it to them and go do something else. That's what I do. I just go do something else. But let me tell you, inspect what you expect. I learned that from Bishop. I think I stole that one from you. I did give you credit. That's good. I don't usually do it. At home, I don't. I just tell them I thought of it. He's given me permission to do that. Trust is the glue of leadership. You've got to be able to trust your team. And there's another whole talk about developing that, but we don't have time to do that today. The foundation, the principle that holds all the relationships together is trust. Teamwork builds trust, and trust builds growth. Simple as that. Dream big together. Dream big together. And sometimes most of us, especially senior pastors and lead pastors, we're the dreamers on the team. We're the visionaries. And so you might have to dream big for them because they don't see themselves doing or accomplishing those tasks or that calling or whatever it is. Dream big and call them up. There's no more noble occupation in the world is helping someone else be a success. Man, what a powerful thing. And I believe that true leaders make their people better and helping them go higher than they thought they could ever go on their own. The next one is sincerely connect with people. Here's one I really want you to hear me on this one because I am terrible. I'm learning about this. I'm not good at it. Sincerely connect with people. How many conversations do you have where you're talking to someone and your mind has already moved on? Or you're listening, but you're not listening, you're thinking of what you're going to say next. Am I the only one who does this? You guys are you're hanging me out here. Sincerely connect with people. Leaders are responsible for connecting to their people and relating to them in a way that increases their own influence. Listen, people know when you're listening. And listening to folks is so important. Hearing what they say. Sometimes it's just asking a question, a follow-up question. Listen to hear and understand, not to reply, if you're taking notes. Body language, huge. Study some body language. Squared shoulders, tilt your head. This is even better. Just those are nonverbal messages that are saying, I'm really listening to you. Now try to really be listening. Don't just be doing that. But engage with them. Ask, tell me more. You're like, you got to be careful who you say that to, right? Tell me more. I value your input. Here's a big one for me. This one has worked for me quite a bit lately. Is I've asked people, especially business people in the church, in the community even, is I need someone to help me solve a big problem. Would you be willing to help me do that? Anybody ever done that too? Bishop, you've probably done that. It's amazing who will come help you. And believe it or not, the things that are missing in your toolbox is right there in your community. It's laying all around you. I went to someone who's told me for years, if you need anything, come see me. Huge influential man in our town. And the other day I was doing a funeral and I ran into him and I said, hey man, I know you said that, come talk to you. I really want to do this big project. And I started telling him, he got tears in his eyes. He doesn't come to our church. Tears in it. He said, Pastor, that is so valuable. We need that in our community. I'll not only help connect you to who you need to know, but I will help you raise funds to get that done. All I did was ask for help. Can you help me? I need someone to help solve a big problem. Incredible. Invest in the success of your team. I really encourage you. We started doing this a few years ago. As soon as the church could afford it, we began to take our team to conferences, exposing them to good teaching and good information. You talking about grow. It was like probably a 5-year jump. One conference was a 5-year jump. Does that make sense? This is practical. I think hopefully it's practical for you. It was a big investment. We barbecue tri-tip. Oh, y'all don't know what tri-tip is. Sorry. The tri-tip is, it's not brisket. It's California. I didn't know what tri-tip was till I moved to California. And they said tri-tip. I said, what? And then I tried to cook it like a brisket, and it's opposite of brisket. You have to cook it hot and fast. But it's fantastic.